Hi children, welcome back to the lesson talking about nature. In this we already completed about the conservation of water and as well as conservation of air. Now in this session we learn about conservation of soil. Conservation of soil. So here soil can be formed by the earth crust and by planting trees, means by the afforestation we could able to conserve the soil. Why? Because the plant roots, they hold the soil particles firmly. When they hold the soil particle, it never allows the soil erosion. Already you learnt in the lesson soil. So it never allows the soil erosion and it holds the soil particle tightly, so that the soil, topsoil layer, it never erodes by the wind or water, whatever it may be, right? So by this you could able to protect the soil and do not add any any non biodegradable material in the soil, because they are not going to be decomposed by the microbes, and it makes the soil become infertile. By adding natural fertilizer you could increase the soil fertility. Don't use excessive pesticides or fertilizers which can spoil the health of soil, right? And next, let us see the forest. How to conserve the forest? Simply, to protect the forest, we should not cut the trees in the forest. Instead, we should do afforestation. If you do the afforestation, nothing but planting trees. If you plant the trees, then automatically the greenery will increases. Actually, here the forest is an important natural resource, and we know that we get wood, food, water, everything from the forest. Okay, and here it can also prevents the soil erosion and it gives us rain. How it prevents the soil erosion? In the forest there are many plants. These all plants, they holds the soil tightly, so that it never allows the soil erosion. Even it can able to stop the floods. So definitely we should plant trees to make the forest, and as well as it protect many kind of wildlife. Many kind of wildlife can be get protected with the forest. If you deforestate, if you cut the plants in the forest, then it is equal to making the disappearance of excellent species of wildlife who become extinct, right? We should not do that. And what we have to do? Actually we have to afforestate. Here nature replaces the tree due to uh, seed dispersal, or in other methods it naturally grow. But if you go for cutting trees, if you make them to die, then automatically the level of forest or range of forest decreases in our country. Okay na? But here we have been cutting trees faster than they can be replaced. Actually seed dispersal, after seed dispersal, it become plant become tree. It takes some time, but we are not giving the time to forest to regain. We are always going on cutting trees in the forest, so that it is not getting balanced. To protect forest, definitely we have to need to cut the trees in a planned way. We must plant new plants or new trees to replace those we cut down. So afforestation is nothing but, if you are depending upon the plants, it's okay, you may cut down the plants in the forest, but at the same time you should plant new plants which can replace the old one, so that there is no problem. You are utilizing the natural resource, and as well as you are replacing the natural resource. So there is a healthy balancing between the nature and forest, or otherwise it become imbalance and it creates many bad situations, right? So this is about conservation of forest. If you protect the forest, it is nothing but you are protecting the wild animal also. Why? Because wild animals, they depend upon the forest. Nowadays, due to cutting down of trees in the forest, the animals, they are attacking on the villages. They are entering into villages, and we are saying that they are cruel animals and they are attacking us. Actually, we disturbed their shelter and we made shelter at their place, and we are saying they are the invaders. Actually, we are the invaders into the forest. अपन प्लांट कट करके वहाँ शेल्टर बनाया है, वो अपना शेल्टर में नहीं आया, अपन फॉरेस्ट में जाके प्लांट कट करके, मतलब क्या है, ये जो विलेजेस है, ये जो छोटे छोटे शहर है, ये सब एक वक्त ये फॉरेस्ट रहता था. सो फॉरेस्ट को कट करके बिल्डिंग बना रहे, इसलिए फूड के वास्ते वो टाइगर वगैरह वो सब it enters into villages and towns and they attack on the people. That is our mistake. That is not animal mistake. Animal never do mistakes. And next, let us see conservation of fuels. Here fuels, we use fuels for the daily life use, to run the machines, to run the vehicles. We use fuels. Actually, the fuels, they include petroleum, coal and natural gas, etc. And here these fuels, they are non-renewable. If we once use them, it means we never replace. Means it will be evaporated. It can be escaped from the nature if you once used it. So we never get them back. We can get them back, but it takes hundreds and thousands of years to form. So that these are non-renewable resources. Actually, the main fuels used by us are petroleum, coal and natural gas. And here we obtain them. For example, during the earthquakes or tsunamis or due to earth activities, in ancient days, whatever the plants and animals that survive here, they bury into the soil. Their dead bodies are trapped into the soil. And so that what happened here, inside the earth crust, they boiled because of earthworm, the global warming or the warmness of the earth. Because of heat present in the earth crust, these dead bodies, they get melt down and they become fuel, biofuel. They become biofuel. Now, by dwelling petrol pump or petrol, what you call, petrol borewell, we could take out the petrol or crude oil or fuel from the groundwater, so that we can obtain these fuels from the underground. Actually, there are limited amounts of underground fuel is present. If you use more and more fuels like this, so one day will come where there is no availability of fuel and we have to wait about 100 years to get the fuel back, right? So it is better to utilize in proper way, in limited way, okay, so that we can able to conserve the fuels. To conserve these resources, we have to avoid the wastage of fuel and energy, first of all, right? And our scientists, they are trying to substitute for this. For example, they have developed different methods, energy of cooking food, heating water, making electricity. By these, we could able to produce the what you call energy from other sources, and we can reduce the use of fuels. Here, instead of using biogas or LPG gas, we could use electricity, electric stove. By electric stove, you can cook the food, isn't it? By pressure cooker, you could cook the food. So here, these electric stoves and electric cookers, they can reduce the use of fuels, and as well as electric bikes and electric vehicles are there. By using electric batteries, we could consume the electricity, and we could reduce the use of petrol and other things, okay. So by doing this, we can improve the, or we can save the fuels, right? And daily, no need to go on bike, use bicycle, right? Whenever you have time, you can use bicycle instead of using automobiles. If you use up all this fuel, then environment will be get polluted, and as well as the fuel come to complete, then we are going to suffer with many problems of transportation. Now come to minerals. So here minerals, these are all present in the earth surface. Minerals, here these minerals, the amount of minerals in the earth also limited, so they are not being added by any natural processes. Once they formed means formed. So one method the conserving these minerals and salts is nothing but uh, by recycling process. We could do recycling. By recycling process we can conserve the minerals. Actually we can get the minerals from the landslides or otherwise the rainfall that taken place at the slopes of the hill. From this region we get the minerals from the earth's surface. So by using these minerals and ores we could able to prepare many things. For example, if you get the mineral like iron, now you can recycle the iron, and as well as you can recycle the glass pieces, you can recycle the paper. So whatever the minerals that are available, you could minerals and salts, you could recycle them. We may not be reproduce them, but we can recycle them. By recycling these minerals and salts we can save our nature. So children, with this we completed our lesson talking about nature. So in nature every substance is very important, whether living or non-living. So it is our responsibility to protect them. I hope you understood the class. In next class we'll do the revision for better understanding. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you.